Hey there, everyone. So today's video is going to be all about detoxing your life. So when I think back to when I first got started on this journey of mine and all of the steps that I've taken and how far I've come and just all of the experiences that I've had, I am always drawn back to that first sort of gateway that started this all for me, and that really was detoxing my life. So what do I mean by detoxing? So we live in a world that is powered by consumerism, and we are constantly bombarded with advertising messages on social media, on TV, trying to sell us the next best product. And so often are those products very poor choices for our health because of a lot of toxic chemicals that live in them. And we have, our regulations in Canada and in the US have gotten better, but they are still not completely eliminating a lot of the things that are known to cause very significant illness in us. And so it also comes down to some of those harmful messages that our marketing is sending out to us too, telling us that we're not good enough, we're not pretty enough, we're not smart enough, we need all of these things to help better us. All of these products are going to make us so much better. So where do toxins live? You might be wondering. The top places would include definitely beauty care products. These include your cosmetics like your soaps, your lotions, your shampoo, your conditioner, your makeup. The list goes on, and it includes all of the stuff that we use on our little people too and on our pets. Cleaning products would be probably number two. All of those harmful cleaning agents, all of those toxic products that we use to clean our house. Over the counter and prescription medications. So this is one that you can find alternatives to, and we're going to talk about that in a bit. But these medications, they're all made up of chemicals. And yes, of course, they save people, they fight disease, they cure some diseases, but they come at a price. And I think everybody would agree that they come at a price if you've ever had to take a certain medication. Even over the counter things, they usually have their whole list of side effects. And the side effects are not only the thing to be worried about when you're taking something that is a chemical, a foreign chemical to our body. You're taking it on a consistent basis, it builds up. I'm going to talk about that in a sec. Scented candles and like home air fresheners, all of those things that have artificial scents in them are some of the most toxic products we can have. Now, it's not just about products, it's also about our food. So we need to be paying attention to the food that we eat because there is a lot of harmful chemicals that live in our food. And lastly is our relationships. So this might not be something you think of right away when you think of detoxing, but your relationships create a whole host of energetic vibrations in your body. And some of them are not so positive. So we'll get to that in just a moment. It can be super overwhelming if you're just starting out at looking at detoxing your life, but it's really important. So just kind of, you didn't get to where you are in a day, and I say that all the time with regards to every aspect of changing parts of your life. So just take the time, step by step. Remember that this is a marathon of life, and every day we are granted another opportunity to make another step in the right direction. So just little bit by little bit, chip away at it. And after listening to this video, you might find that one certain thing really stuck out to you, and just trust that gut intuition that that's where you should start. Okay, don't question it and try to evaluate and judge and everything like that comes up with when our mind starts to work on things. If you hear something that I say, something speaks to you, something is like, oh, I think I should look at that, then go with that gut feeling. It's always the right thing. Okay. So why is it important to detox? There's this process that's called bioaccumulation, and it's what happens when we are continually exposed to toxic chemicals. They're foreign to our body, and our body can't really excrete or eliminate them properly, and so they build up. And they become like this shell that forms around our different organs, and it becomes, masses, energetic masses, negative cumulative just gunk in our body. And it affects the way that all of our cells work. And our cells are located in every single bit of us. Every bit of us is composed of cells. And it's all of our cells are fed by our blood. And so if our blood is carrying these toxic buildups to all of our cells, it affects how they work. And so by detoxing your life, you can start to remove this buildup, and your cells start to function at a much higher capacity and efficiency. And you will notice generally the best effects after 3 months of making a huge shift in the toxic exposure that you have, because every 3 months or 120 days roughly, our cells turn over and they make new cells. And so after we've made 3 months of a significant change, we start to see how our body functions with this newfound cellular ability. It's pretty cool. Also, it's important that because some of this bioaccumulation and also some of the negative energy that comes from toxic relationships, when we can start to remove that, it allows energy to flow much more freely through our body. And so when we're trying to make changes and we're trying to make positive changes and create happiness for ourselves, it allows that to come in a much more free process. So how do you know what's toxic? This can be overwhelming, right? You look at the back of a container and read the ingredients and you just, your eyes just it's boggling because you don't really know what any of that stuff is. So there's some really great information online that I will attach some links for you to check out, and they offer some guidance as far as what chemicals to look at, as well as what products are safe. So if you're unsure, you can always use those resources. And also don't be fooled by marketing. So if you go to the store and you see something just because it has a green label or it has, it says natural, those are marketing gimmicks to try to get you to buy them, because the consumer market knows that we are looking for natural alternatives. We are looking to improve our health. And so they're trying to play into that, but not always are they being truthful. Okay, so you need to do your research and you need to be diligent and check in on things. And when you find a product that works for you, see if they have a whole product line, because that just eliminates all of the guesswork and all of the research that you have to do on every single thing. So if you find a dish soap that is, it's rated non-toxic, it looks like a good product, you try it and you like it, then go buy the laundry detergent and the cleaning, all of the products that come in that line. That's just one of the easiest way to save yourself some time. So another thing to think about, let me back up. There is many ways that you can detox your life. So I'm going to give you like a nugget of each of them, because each of these topics themselves could take a whole 90-minute video or more. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to give you a little nugget and let you run with whatever sounds like it feels good to you. So natural remedies. This can be tricky because when you're eliminating pharmaceutical medications and exploring natural alternatives, it takes some trial and error. Not one thing is going to work for everybody. There are some that have been, tried, tested, and true so many times that it's a pretty blanket generalization when we say use this for sleep, etc. But you need to try it. You need to try it and explore what works for you. But natural alternatives are a great way to remove some of those medications that we might be taking, whether it's over the counter or it's prescription. Now, if you're taking this prescription drug for a significant illness that your doctor has prescribed, you want to always be working with your doctor and communicating them what your goals are for getting off of medication, and allow them to work with you to achieve your goals, to make sure that you're safe and that you're not causing any harm to your body. Some alternative therapies include things like fitness. So we might not even think of that as an alternative therapy. One thing that I really encourage you to do when it comes to fitness is to find an activity that you like, that you love. I said like and love together. Find an activity that you love, because if you are doing a physical activity that brings you joy, that you really love doing, it will never feel like work. It will never be hard to drag your butt to go and do it. If it's something you enjoy, it will be something that will last a lifetime. So find something that you enjoyed. Don't prescribe to all of the rules that they put on you, that you must do this and you must do this, because those things are in place people that just want someone to hold their hand and tell them what to do. But at the same time, if you trust yourself and you know that you love cross-country skiing and it's snowing outside, then get out there and cross-country ski. If you love to swim, then go swim. If you love yoga, do yoga. There is no rules. Just move your body. Move your body every day and do something that you enjoy. Actually, exercise is something that, you know, a lot of doctors should be prescribing because it is as effective and sometimes even more effective than some of the treatments that we're currently using for diseases, including your mood. So some of the benefits of physical activity is that it improves your mood, increases energy, sleep, weight loss, strength. You create stronger bones. It can help with heart disease and diabetes. It improves your self-esteem, and it can be used as treatment for some mental health conditions like anxiety and depression. Herbal therapies. So there's way too many for me to mention, of course, but talk to a herbalist or someone that is experienced in this area to help guide you as to which ones would be the most beneficial. Reflexology. This can be great for stress, headaches, digestion, sleep disorders, sports injuries, back pain, arthritis, and as well hormonal imbalances. So go find yourself a reflexologist if this is something that you've never tried. Acupuncture, aromatherapy. Aromatherapy has been big for me. It has huge impact on your mood and emotions. So please do not discount this as a mode for you. And of course, you know that I use the aroma freedom technique, which involves essential oils. But they can have an impact on your mood, your energy, your pain, your skin, anxiety, sleep, infections, memory, focus, colds, cough and colds, dental problems, injuries, first aid, the list goes on. They have huge benefits and they are made from plant products. And when we, just like herbal therapies, when we find plant products to use in our body, plants synergistically work the best in our body because our bodies were made to live in symbiosis with our environment. So when we introduce these artificial toxins into our body to help cure or fix a problem, it leads to a lot of other problems because it's not meant to work in our body. So look for alternatives out there is really my message. There's also homeopathy, Chinese medicine. There's a lot of different things that you can consider in that category.